Dear students, let us discuss Euclid's definitions. The Greek mathematicians of Euclid's time thought of geometry as an abstract model of the world in which they lived. The concepts of a point, lines, plane surfaces, and so on were derived from what was seen around them. From the studies of space and solids in the space around them, an abstract geometrical concept of a solid object was developed. A solid has shape, size, position, and can be moved from one place to another. Its boundaries are called surfaces. They separate one part of the space from another and are said to have no thickness. The boundaries of the surfaces are like curves or straight lines. These lines end in points. Considering the three steps from solid to points, in each step we lost one extension, also called a dimension. So a solid has three dimensions, a surface has two, a line has one, and a point has none. Euclid summarized these statements as a definitions. He began his exposition by listing 23 definitions in Book 1 of the Elements. Let us discuss them one by one. First, point. A point is that which there is no part. A point is dimensionless. Line. A line is breadthless length. Third, end of a line. The ends of a line are defined by points. Fourth, straight line. A straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points on itself. Five, surface. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. 6. Edges of a surface. The edges of a surface are lines. Then 7. Plane surfaces. A plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with the straight lines on itself. Eight, angle. A plane angle is inclination to one another of two lines in a plane which meet one another and do not lie in a straight line. Rectilinear angle is a straight angle, and right angle is the angle of two perpendicular lines. This is 90 degree. Then obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is any angle larger than right angle. Then acute angle. An acute angle is any angle smaller than right angle. Boundary. A boundary is the edge of something. Then shape. A shape is something contained by a boundary. Circle. A circle is a shape whose boundary is a single line called the circumference. Straight lines from all points along the circumference to one point inside the shape are equal. Center of a circle is a point that is equidistant from all points of a circle's circumference. Diameter of a circle is a straight line that begins and ends at the circumference and passes through the center of the circle. The diameter cuts the circle in halves. Semicircle is half of a circle defined by half the circumference and the diameter. Then rectilinear shapes are shapes with boundaries made up of at least 3 straight lines. A triangle can be categorized by side lengths into 3 types. Equilateral triangles are having 3 equal sides, isosceles triangles are having 2 equal sides, and a scalene triangles all 3 sides are of different length. Then all triangles can be categorized by angle into 3 types. Right angle, one angle is right angle. Right triangle, one angle is right angle. Obtuse triangle, one angle is an obtuse angle. And acute triangle, all angles are acute angles. Then 4-sided shapes, these are quadrilaterals. Square, where all angles are right angles and all sides are equal. Rectangle, all angles are right angles. Rhombus, all sides are equal. Rhomboid, opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal, but no angle is right angle and adjacent sides are not equal. Then parallel lines are the straight line existing in the same plane and extending to infinity that never cross one another. If we carefully study these definitions, we will find that some of the terms like part, breadth, length, evenly, etc. need to be further explained clearly. Considering his definition of a point, a part needs to be defined. Suppose if we define a part to be that which occupies area, again an area needs to be defined. So, to define one thing, we need to define many other things, and we may get a long chain of definitions without an end. For such reasons, mathematicians agree to leave some geometric terms undefined. However, we do have an intuitive feeling for the geometric concepts of a point that is the definition above gives us. So, we represent a point as a dot, even though a dot has some dimension. A similar problem arises in second definition also, since it refers to breadth and length, neither of which has been defined. Because of this, a few terms are kept undefined while developing any course of study. So, in geometry, we take a point, a line and a plane as undefined terms. The only thing is that we can represent them intuitively or explain them with the help of physical models. So here all about the 23 definitions by Euclid. Thank you all.